Gentlemen and ladies and gents, got something, little something I want to talk to y'all about. Got a lot of something I want to talk to y'all about, and I'm hoping y'all can handle it. Sometimes y'all just gotta, you know, either love me or just let me leave, okay? But whatever you do, you gotta love me. Jennifer Hudson singing Love Me or Let Me Leave. You can't imagine, y'all, what I put myself through. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an interesting morning. Got up this morning, checked a little bit of news stories, saw that a 16-year-old killed mother, father, sister, and an older family friend who was 70 years old. 16-year-old kid. The brother and the grandfather escaped the house where the 16-year-old kid used a semi-automatic rifle. Now remember, pay attention, semi-automatic rifle. And guaranteed 16-year-old kid would have been seeing some sort of psychologist, psychiatrist, and probably was on medication. But whether or not he was or he wasn't, those individuals lost their life last evening. That doesn't make any sense, ladies and gentlemen. The end of 2017, a lot of shooting, a lot of killing. Nobody values life anymore. God, please stop it. None of you can say you value life when you support wars, when you support nations. For instance, the United States was talking about Korea. Korea this, Korea that, North Korea this, North Korea that. Ladies and gentlemen, North Korea is not a threat to the United States. They weren't a threat to the United States 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. They weren't a threat to the United States yesterday. North Korea is developing nuclear weapons because guess who gave them the nuclear technology? Russia and China. The very same people. Because she wants to be, y'all. So love. Oh, sorry. That's Jennifer Hudson, ladies and gentlemen. The very same entities that, surprisingly, reports of the last 2 days shows that ships were impounded. China and Russia is giving North Korea fuel. The sanctions against North Korea doesn't prevent them from getting fuel, period. It just prevents the amount of fuel they can acquire. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the problem. The reports came out a couple of days ago that they confiscated, impounded these two ships. Pay attention. It happened over a month ago. So why are they just now releasing the reports now? Because they need you all to believe. Jennifer Hudson, everybody. Okay, they want you all to follow suit. And many of you will because you won't do anything about the backstory. You won't look to see, man, I wonder if that really happened. Okay? And that's the problem. See? Just like she said, I done said it. Now we find out that North Korea says that they're open to talks with South Korea. And South Korea says, hey, thank you, it's about time. Come on, let's meet. Any place, anytime, anywhere. You guys tell us, we will be there. And watch the United States try to throw salt in the game. You see, the United States needs tension between entities. Why do you think they're having the problem with Israel? Why did he do that now? Why did he go and recognize Israel's capital as Jerusalem now? Why didn't he do that when he first became president? Why did he wait till the end of the year to do this? Because they need conflict. They need distraction, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jennifer Hudson singing Neither One of Us, originally done by Gladys Knight and her Pips. Okay. And then we had our wonderful Stephanie Mills doing her version of Neither One of Us. Okay. But anyway, let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's going on in our world. They need the conflict. Now, each one of these conflicts you're going to be hearing about throughout the year. Remember, when Congress comes back into office, the first thing they're going to be talking about is gun control. We'll probably have at least one or two more incidents at the beginning of the year. But remember, they passed the tax bill, so they're going to watch and see how well the economy is going to be doing. That's all a facade, ladies and gentlemen. All you have to do is look at the history of the United States and look at the history of how they've done things, and you'll be able to understand what's coming next. They're putting it right there before all of you. Okay? You just have to be able to separate yourself from the stupidity. But many of you, sorry, you all talked about how unplugged you are, but you are still plugged in because you continue to drink the juice. You continue to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm sorry, soda, beverages, okay? And you're getting high off of it. See, I like Michael Collier. Those of you who don't know who Michael Collier is, just look up his name. He's a comedian. He will tell you in a split second that he is a recovering crack addict. Hadn't done crack in so long, but he let you know when he was on crack, he had a good time. Most of you are on crack. You believe whatever the system tells you. And mind you, I've shown you sites like this. This is what this video is about, is the information here. Got to get away from that. This information here on this site. Okay? That's what this video is about. You need to understand what's going on. So, in 1933, March 9th, they enacted a law. Well, no, it's not a law. That's what you all don't get. This is not a law. Okay? This was not a law to begin with. This is a military code. You don't believe me? Watch this. Subsection or subdivision B of Section 5 of the Act of October 6, 1917, 40 stat. That L stands for law, so statute of law, 411. See, 411. Why do they keep doing 411s? We got 411 dealing with money, and we got 411 dealing with statute of law, and then we got 411 dealing with the telephone. Why is 411 so important to them? Anyway, as amended, is hereby amended. See, as amended is hereby amended as follows. Why do they keep amending it? Pay attention. During time of war, this is the wonderful part right here. Or during other time of a national emergency declared by the president. Ladies and gentlemen, the president did not declare a national emergency. The commander-in-chief did. This is a military clause. It was not declared by the president. That's just one point for you all to pay attention. The president may, through any agency, that he may designate, including the military, or otherwise investigate, regulate, prohibit under such rules and regulations as he may prescribe. Excuse me? Congress just gave the president a catch-all power. Okay? Remember, Congress has the authority to regulate commerce. You hear it all the time. But Congress ain't regulating commerce. The president is. Sorry, I don't know this song, so let me tell y'all what it is. Uh-oh, drop my little Geronimo Yanka. I don't know the song. I'm gonna let it play. I don't know the song. But it sounds alright. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this was all done under military authority. However, pay attention. The military authority does not have any jurisdiction over the citizens of the United States. Don't ask me. Go and do the research. I've been telling you, keep saying this over and over and over again. How many times are you going to tell us the military don't control the citizenry? Pay attention. Senate Report 93-549, July 24, 1973 says that since 1933, March 9, 1933, the United States has been in a state of declared national emergency. They remain in that state to this day because it's not been undeclared. These proclamations gave force to 470 provisions of federal law to incorporate state law. These hundreds of statutes delegated to the president. Wait, statutes delegated to the president? Extraordinary powers exercised by Congress? A statute can't delegate no power to nobody. They need constitutional authority, which affects the lives of American citizens. Sorry, statutes were done in a military capacity. Now, some people are going to court and say, oh no, you can't use them statutes against me. Those were done in a military capacity. And military capacity I'm a citizen. You don't have no capacity over me. You go saying stupid stuff like that, and you end up going, I don't know why I'm in here. Shoot, all I told them was they didn't have no authority over me. He told me they had no authority over him. Hey, can I get that food right there? We're going to be locked down in a minute. I want some food. Give me your food. If you don't give me your food, I'm going to send somebody into your cell to kick your butt. See, that's what happens when you decide you want to sit up there and just start mouthing off information. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't go telling them the outcome. You don't go telling them the ending. What you do is you explain to them. Wait, hold on a minute. Let me see. Your Honor, I got a question. Since you say you have jurisdiction, is that military jurisdiction? I believe you were saying you have military jurisdiction. So if you're operating under military jurisdiction and I'm a citizen, I am a citizen, right? Y'all recognize me as a citizen? Okay. Where are you getting subject matter jurisdiction and personam jurisdiction? Now, I understand the three different jurisdictions, Your Honor. Subject matter, personam, and that military jurisdiction. Okay? So I just want to know, yeah, there are three of them, but I don't say to say. I just want to know where you get jurisdiction over the citizen in your military capacity. Oh no, I'm not going to talk about the flag that's sitting behind you and where it originates from and under what authority it stands. No, we don't care about that. I'm talking about them proclamations by them presidents. 2039, 2040. And the United States Senate talking about them proclamations in them 470 provisions of military codes enacted by Congress. That's right, saying we under them today. So where you get that personam jurisdiction? Subject matter, personam, in rem, jurisdiction. Ladies and gentlemen, there's another jurisdiction. It's called military jurisdiction. And nobody's been bringing it up. The courts are operating in military jurisdiction. How do we know? Let me go ahead. Remember, it says since March 9, 1933. Well, that's when the United States became military controlled. Let's see so I can show it to you. Uh-oh. I can't move my mouse no more, y'all. Where my mouse at? Oh, there you go, mouse. Mousy! Come here, mousy. Pay attention. I need to stop making the screen larger because we know how much trouble I get into when I do that, because then it just goes all over the place, especially with this page. What I'm going to do with this one, y'all, I'm just going to save the whole page, okay? But, uh-oh, let's get back up there. I thought it, okay. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, so you get it. The Act of March 9, 1933 states in Title I, Section 1, the actions, regulations, rules, licenses, and orders and proclamations heretofore and hereafter taken, promulgated, or made, or issued by the President of the United States or the Secretary of the Treasury. The Secretary of the Treasury has no authority, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention. The Secretary of the Treasury has no delegatory authority when it comes to the civilian population. So how could Congress confer rulership authority to the Secretary of the Treasury? Since March 4th, 1933, pursuant to the authority conferred by the subdivisions of B of Section 5 of the Act of October 6, 1917, this is the Military Act, ladies and gentlemen. Military, it's the Trading with the Enemies Act, as amended, are hereby approved and confirmed. Okay, that's not what I want to take y'all to. I want to take y'all to my favorite section, but I made the screen larger, so I took y'all away from it. This is how you prove they're in military jurisdiction. Public Law 94-112. Pay attention. Public Law 94-112. Start adding that to your documents, if I was you. September 14, 1976. To terminate certain authorities, pay attention, to terminate certain authorities with respects to the national emergency still in effect. With respects to the national emergencies still in effect, and to provide orderly implementation and termination of future national emergencies. Now pay attention. You don't want to say, and there was one exception. No. You're going to say subsection 502A of Public Law 94-112. The provisions of this act shall not apply to the provisions of law enacted as a result of the March 9, 1933 Act. Okay? You don't have to say subsection B and all of that stupid stuff. You don't have to say any of that. The March 9, 1933 Act, as amended. You know what? I don't like this song, Joe. That's by Joe, y'all. I'm not a big fan. But I am a big fan of this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Jones girls, and they just got a man, okay? And they loves that man, okay? But there was a problem. I like this right here, ladies and gentlemen. There was a problem. Can the state of emergency or martial law powers be terminated? Yes, it can, but there was a problem. The commander-in-chief can terminate the martial powers at any time, but it would not make a difference because what lawful government would take over. We don't want to worry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The president, if Donald Trump was whom y'all say that fool was supposed to be, he would have been terminating those resolutions, those proclamations. But he ain't who y'all think he is. But some of y'all just loves that mother man, okay? And y'all don't care what nobody say, because he treats y'all the way y'all want to be treated. Yeah, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. Senate document number 43, 73rd Congress, first session states the ownership of all property is in the state. The military owns it. Remember, these were military acts. We're under a military government. That's why they fly the military flag. It's called the flag of admiralty. Admiralty. You can't go into court saying this. And look, everything in this document that I'm showing to you is not accurate. But the highlighted sections that you hear me referring to, wrong, this stuff, you can definitely go and check to confirm its applicability. Okay, but the rest of this stuff, that's not the actual quote of the law, no. Okay? The opinion, stay away from opinion. Mine, everybody else's. This is just information for all of you to know that when you're in court, all of these little theories and things people are telling you, just my suggestion, tell them, well, let's see, how do you say this? Let me put my Jones girls down so I can just give you the script. Excuse me, I have a question. Wait, are you saying I'm not permitted to ask a question? To ascertain what's going on here? To ascertain the authorities by which these proceedings are proceeding? Hmm, that sounds rather unfair. I just need to know. Since we're operating under the March 9, 1933 Act and its subsequent provisions and associated laws, where do you get your authority over the civilian population? The military cannot have any authority over the civilian population, people. The military cannot have any authority over the civilian population, people. Pay attention. To protect the civilian population. Okay? The military is to protect the civilian population. Well, I don't consent, so it appears that you are placing me under forcible detention within your military so-called complex. And I do not consent, and I do not wish to participate. Are you saying that you're going to place me forcibly within your jurisdiction militarily? Just a simple question. And it won't hurt you to just answer yes or no. And then you'll have to take it from that course. Many people have been responded to by judges, and they walk away going, okay, that was a good response, Judge. Bye bye bye. That was a good answer. She said that I was stupid. Did you hear her? Oh no, she didn't give no proof. She just said it. Well, really? Wait, hold on. Judge, he said that just because you say something out the crack of your anus, that don't make it law. He said you got to give me some law. You can't just be upping and flapping in your lips, you know. Oh, really? She said I could have said it better than that. And that's why she gonna put me in the prison cell because I didn't talk to her with respect. That's your problem. All of you think you know. The only way you're going to be able to handle yourself when you're in a situation is if you prepare. Quit going by all these theories, these theories that people are giving you. I have shown you and continue to try to show you and continue to try to show you that we're under military jurisdiction. Now that you know that, do your research on the military and its interactions with the civilian population. Remember, habeas corpus cannot be suspended except, pay attention, during a time of war. Well, since habeas corpus has been suspended, now you got to find another way around that. Okay? People had it right when they were talking about the Trading with the Enemies Act. They just weren't explaining it to you. So, this is temporary. Just putting this up here for you guys, and we will talk a little bit more about this in the future. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good life. Have a good. And I just love the woman. Okay, anyway, goodbye.